So, spawning in the top left side, we have our... I can't even tell colors. Our yellow Zerg. I don't know why I wanted to say otherwise. We have our yellow Zerg spawning as one of these beautiful players. I'm trying to remember something, so I'm not sure what the MMR is now that I think about it. But, anyways, it is going to be Cerkof. And his opponent, a super young player over here. Kind of a beast, I would say. I played against him, is solid. Sometimes can have a bit of an annoying style as a player, but as a caster, he is a treat to watch. It is none other than AlphaFirE. This is our teal Terran. And I want to... I actually never checked. You know what? I'm just gonna put this overload over here while I check the MMR of Cerkof. Cerkof is 4.4k, so AlphaFirE. AlphaFirE is 3.5. Okay, so this is from 3.5 to 4.5. I wonder, because I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure what to expect from this in terms of MMR, but this is a huge... Wait a moment. Okay, we have Zerg. So the one thing I wanted to see is Cerkof used to play random. By the looks of it, he plays Zerg. Now, I'll ask Winter after this if I don't forget about it. But I kind of want to know if this was a random match or not. Anyways, oh, actually, I think we'll see if it's a random match or not. Oh, Reaper is actually getting a bit low here. By the looks of it, it's going to get out. Takes down a Link, so not bad until the Queen spawns. Obviously, Zerg is quite vulnerable to the Reaper. Now... Cerkof should think about a third base, most likely. Oh no, never mind. We have a lair incoming, so this could be 2-base Muta, this could be Nidus, this could be Swarm Host? Question mark? I'm just trying to look at the tech choices. This could be Hydras as well. Some sort of Mio-Micah style. I think that if this was Mutas, it would have been more of a faster second / third and fourth gas. Overlord is going to move in, gonna see that third command center. So a couple of words about AlphaFirE. AlphaFirE loves to play the super standard, so it's going to actually play the standard, you know, Reaper fast expand into factory, into third command center and starport. And of course, is going to play Bio, most likely. He played a game of BC Mech against me. And he played Mech as well against me. But usually the style of his, like... I'm kind of at fault for that, so to say. Because I'm quite vocal about how much I hate playing against Mech. So if somebody plays Mech against me, it's probably thanks to me. Because they know that I'm quite vulnerable against it. Now, the one thing I haven't considered was roaches, but by the looks of it, we don't actually have to consider it. It's gonna be a Spire play on the side of Cerkof. I wouldn't have minded if he started mining out these minerals, maybe try to take a third base there, or maybe just try to take the third base in general, because he has 500 minerals. I don't think he's going to spend it on anything whatsoever to speak of. He walled up with the Roach Horn and the 2 Evo chambers, of course. Roach Horn will allow him to be safe. Cerkof has that. I don't know if AlphaFirE saw that Overseer, but that could give it away that this is indeed a fast lair, or faster than usual. Normally I think you would take it at 4:30. That's probably the most standard. 4 minutes is for certain roach timings and whatnot. Because normally you would want to take extra gas and all that stuff after you saturated your third base. Now we, of course, for 2-base Spire, you need to actually do get the 4 gases quite early on. You cannot really stay on like 1 or 2 gases. It's quite gas heavy to play mutas. And ooh, I like this play, by the way. So he's gonna go into a couple of mutas, and what he's going to do from that point on is going to be basically just roaches. So AlphaFirE will overreact, and hopefully, in the hopes of Cerkof, of course, and is going to see a couple of mutas. You know, he has to actually pull these away. Potentially a couple of SCVs will fall here, 3 to begin with. It's gonna get rid of these building SCVs. Let's see, the Hellions are not actually doing anything. We have 8 Hellions and the Reaper over here. 2 Banshees are going to move across the map. So a bit of a battle mech-y start. But that's totally standard, and this is the highest level of harassment that you can actually expect from a Terran. Probably a Liberator on top of it would be a bit of an overkill. Now these 6 mutas were actually actually 7 mutas, okay. So these 7 mutas were actually extremely successful. Still no turret in the 3rd base, and we have no production in that starport. Now the bad thing for Cerkof is that AlphaFirE did not overreact this whole thing. Oh, he needs to morph a Overseer somewhere. Okay, where's the Overseer? No Overseer yet. Okay, there's the Overseer. Now the Banshees can actually fall. 9 drones fall though. Oh, and AlphaFirE actually just scouts the roaches. So he's gonna know that it is gonna be a roach push. 1-1 is nowhere near done, while as 1-1 is going to be finished for AlphaFirE. There's no speed on these links, so he knows that this could be quite committed. Let's see if AlphaFirE has enough to actually take these down. Does he have anything? He has a couple of Marines, but Cerkof is going to break in and potentially going to try and supply block AlphaFirE. But yeah, that is going to be it. The roaches do the job after the mutas do a lot of stuff. And that is going to be the first game going the way of Cerkof. Cerkof with a beautiful first map strategy over here. Quite happy to see it. Just making sure that everything is fine. There we go. So 1-0 for our Zerk player. Hopefully next time I'm not going to mess up the color, starting with the color, you know. All right, second map is gonna be Golden Aura. And starting at the bottom right side of the map, typing the have fun, our yellow Zerg. It is Cerkof with an impeccable 2 base muta play into a roach pressure. Oh, I guess the pressure was enough to actually destroy the Terran after that. After that muta play, it was absolutely amazing. Caught AlphaFirE off guard. Speaking of AlphaFirE, we have him as our teal Terran, the young prodigy. Let's see if we can actually bring it back. I want to see a game number 3. Let's see if that's gonna happen. This is AlphaFirE. Okay, 16 hatchery. That's going to be the first step. And of course we have the... Was this gas first? Yes, this was gas first, I believe. I think this was gas first. So looks totally like gas first, and I suppose it is gas first. Also, I'm trying to remember if I haven't enabled my chat and my sounds and my alerts and all that stuff, so let's make sure that we have those enabled. Sorry about that. Last time I actually casted was WTL, so stuff doesn't show up on the screen during WTL cast, but maybe we'll change that in the future as well. Just want to be quite professional with it, so don't want to interfere with their production stuff. Anyways, SCV moving across the map to scout the timing on that hatchery. And we have the fabled Ripper fast expand. And from what I saw, AlphaFirE is not exactly skipping anything. So potentially going to go into a marine factory and then reactor. Okay. Oh, never mind. It's going to be a bit greedier. It's going to keep the Reaper at home. I think he could have just moved across the map. Cerkof is going to go for a super fast third base. So that means he is going to sacrifice maybe a couple of drones. Actually, it doesn't look like it. So he takes the fast third base, especially because the Reaper was not present to actually stop it. And now the 4 lings are going to move across the map. I mean, Cerkof saw the Reaper with his Overlord, so should not have any issues whatsoever to speak of. He might try to go across the map, but he cannot actually stop AlphaFirE's we cannot stop AlphaFirE's SCV from finishing the command center. Now these 4 lings are going to go down. I'm not exactly sure why this happens, but I suppose it is what it is. Bit of a micro test over here for AlphaFirE, but manages to make it survive. Okay, another set of lings is moving across the map, lings 5 and 6. Now the question is, does this give it away as a link flood? I don't think so. Oh, okay, that's gonna be nice. Oh, doesn't manage to get up, but sees the Hellions, so that is gonna be enough of information. And I kind of want to see if he saw the 3rd command center. No 3rd command center scout on the side of Cerkof, so maybe he didn't get up enough. I believe you could see it from here, no? It just feels like it. Anyways, so 3rd command center is not given away. The timing on the starport, though, could give it away. We'll see about that. Obviously, we don't expect these players to know the timings 100% correctly. Trust me when I say it. We are actually happy to know our own timings, you know, let alone any other timings that there are in terms of like the opposing race. Oh, bit of a a bit of an issue here with these drones. I'm not sure what Cerkof did. Let's see his vision. I'm just curious. Oh, he sees these drones. Okay, nice, beautiful stuff. He fixes it. And we're gonna have, okay, so we're gonna have the same cloak banishing to 8 Hellion Reaper pressure. And the fun fact is there's literally no Marines here. There's literally no Marines. Barracks 2 and 3 should have gone down already, I believe, and we could even have more. Stim is not starting yet, so that's also quite of an bit of an issue here. I'm gonna have another reactor. Okay, 1 barracks and another barracks over there. Stim is not starting. Okay, Stim just now started. I believe that is super late for considering how fast he could have started it. It's gonna move across the map with these Hellions. Gonna snipe that creep tumor that is not yet finished. He should scan here and just try to get rid of these active tumors. Okay, do we have a scan here? No, he's going to actually try and dive here, but 3 queens should be enough to actually put a dent onto this pressure over here. We have 1-1 on the way, so Cerkof is going to be a 1-1 Roach Enjoyer. No 4th base yet. I don't know if AlphaFirE actually scouted that. I'm pretty sure he scouted it, right? Yeah, he scouted that there's no 4th base, so he should be ready and turtle up a tad bit. This is quite interesting. So there's no marine production. What is happening here? Okay, check. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. There's no marine production. Okay, now he starts a couple of marines, but this is extremely late. Like, his army supply could have been skyrocketing through the roof. It's gonna add 2 extra command centers, but I'm not sure why. Okay, oh, he got rid of a couple of workers here. Sorry about that, I kind of missed it. My apologies. I was a bit confused with what AlphaFirE was doing here. Sometimes we need to get into the visions of these players. Okay, the interesting part is that he could have just cleared creep while doing any of this. So I'm a bit confused, but of course we're going to have the marine production start better later than never, of course, but could have been a lot faster. Do we have any tanks in production? Do we have any tanks out? No tanks. Oh, this is gonna hurt quite a lot. Roaches are really weak against tanks. I feel like so. It's gonna be quite an issue for AlphaFirE if there's no tanks in production. Oh, we have a Ghost Academy in production. Okay, it's quite wild. We have the armory already done. Okay. Oh, this is why. Potentially is gonna move out. We're gonna have no medevacs. Tank now starts, and of course we have a planetary. Oh, this is gonna be a planetary on a location to defend the third. Now let's see if Cerkof will get caught off guard or not. It's gonna scan for the creep. Is gonna try to clear the creep as much as possible. It's gonna move in. Stims forward. Let's see if this is gonna be enough. Ooh, this is gonna be quite a wild. Yikes, these roaches are going to be super effective against these hellbats, and there's no medevacs for the marines, so every stim is going to be permanent damage. 1-1 just now completes. This was a bit of an anti-timing as well, as Cerkof has 2-2 close to finishing, so he is 100% on top of his upgrade game. Cerkof is playing really solid, just defending overall nicely. And let's see what the follow-up tech is going to be. We're going up to Hive. We have an infestation pit and nothing else. So I would suspect... I would suspect lurkers here. But I don't see a Hydra Den. So if there's no Hydra Den, then lurker Den is not going to be there either. They're going to go for a Roach max out. A bit of a supply block here on the side of our yellow Zerg, but fixes it quite fast. We have a single overseer, so if there's going to be any banshees, then it's going to be fine. He has plenty of spores defending. 5th base now complete. It's going to go up to 10 gases. Okay, nice. Will we see Ultra Den? Maybe cracklings and Ultra Den and start. Okay, it's going to be just 3-3 roaches. Roach Viper, okay. So he's gonna try and deal with the Vipers. Gonna try to deal with tanks, potential tanks. Oh, this medevac. This one medevac. Imagine having 76 Marines and a single medevac. Yeah, I think AlphaFirE, I don't know, doesn't have his stuff hotkeyed. Like, this is... I'm gonna be a bit critical here. This is not the AlphaFirE I remember. So the AlphaFirE that I saw and I played against never forgot his medevacs. But we'll see. So maybe he got ghosts. I don't know. Like, this is quite wild. We have 5 Vipers out. Ooh, this is why you don't really want roaches against this. Spire on the way. Are we gonna go into like Greater Spire instantly? That is also a question that I have. This is quite wild because Hydra Den just now starts, and I suppose it's gonna be a Lurker Den instantly after that. But this could have been avoided with just putting down the Lurker Den first. Sorry, the Hydra Den once the infestation pit starts. So you go infestation pit, Hydra Den. Then once the infestation pit finishes, you go into Hive and Lurker Den. And that way, you are going to have your Lurker Den just in time by by the time your hive finishes, you can start your lurker upgrades, and they're going to be really nice hive tech lurkers. AlphaFirE is doing one thing really nicely. He's expanding like a madman, so that's great. I'm not sure, maybe that was a sensor tower. Is going to overpower the planetary, and now these SCVs are vulnerable. Okay, we have a couple of ghosts here. It's gonna turn back and just fight. Oh, but the blinding cloud is actually here. Stutter stepping forward. Let's see if this is gonna be enough. He's looking like cleaning up. Oh, the army supply of Cerkof is actually plummeting quite heavily, and AlphaFirE is pulling a rabbit out of the hat. He's just stutter stepping, catching everything off guard. Vipers are being sniped. Beautiful clean up here by AlphaFirE. There we go. He actually heard me through the replay. And this is the AlphaFirE with the killer instinct. Just beautifully done here. It's gonna move forward. Potentially I could clear a bit of creep here, just to have a less. And Cerkof is looking like, honestly, if he goes roaches once again. We have a couple of lurkers here, but no lurker upgrades. Seismic Spines just now starts. Cerkof has the gold base though, so he could just give up this base, to be honest, and just wait for a couple of lurkers. But let's see if he has enough here. He doesn't have Vipers, so it's going to be quite difficult to actually push through these tanks. He needs to burrow these lurkers and potentially just hope for a bad engagement on the side of AlphaFirE. Now what AlphaFirE, okay, that's what he needs to do. He needs to start clearing creep. Now Cerkof could try to actually move and just do something about this. Okay, he's gonna move back. There's a couple of lurkers here, but AlphaFirE is pushing forward. It's gonna try and clear the creep. Now, one thing that we cannot actually deny here is AlphaFirE was not clearing the creep efficiently, so it's going to cost him a tad bit in terms of map control. You want to stop the Zerg from creeping all the way into your face, because that way it's going to make your life a living hell, especially because they will know when you move out, they will know what you move out with, they will know what you actually have, what upgrades, everything, like everything is going to be exposed on your side. Doesn't actually see this space yet, but probably he suspects it. Okay, he's gonna move forward with those lurkers. Does he have enough here? We have Seismic Spines, no adaptive talents yet. We have 6 Vipers in production, that's 1200 gas. Gold base is gonna get rid of. Even 2 workers. He needs to actually put back this gold base. There we go. It's going to do just that. And AlphaFirE is looking like a madman possessed, just hellbent on taking down these Zerg units like crazy. Beautiful stuff. And AlphaFirE, although doesn't have the best economy, has, well, gas wise he's really low, but obviously you can fix that by just, you know, saturating these gases. You can also, oh, there's a gas here that is not saturated. There is a gas that's depleted. There's a lot of oversaturation on this base. You could send it across here. You can also saturate. Okay, this gas is saturated. We have double planetary incoming over here, so quite nicely turtling up and just trying to take it through a ultra late game. And that way the Zerg is going to have a bit of a hard time, I would say, just doing stuff. Okay, oh my god, no way, that was an epic, a beautiful EMP. Cerkof's Vipers are literally out of energy. Needs to send those Vipers back, and he's not going to do so. Lurkers are actually getting sniped left, right, and center. He's trying to siege this planetary. 3-3 is completed. AlphaFirE's 3-3 is nowhere near done, but he's going to snipe Lurkers and Hydras left, right, and center. He's actually doing a formidable job here. Okay, bit of a counterattack here on the side of Cerkof. He's going to get rid of a couple of SCVs, but that is nowhere near enough. The army supply of AlphaFirE is 142, so he can actually make even more army right now because he has a bit of a gas and a mineral bank, and that might just be enough to actually push through. and just do a killing blow across the map. Now Cerkof sacrificed a lot of these units. Okay, he's gonna make a couple more drones. We have a nice triple lurker thing here. I wouldn't have minded if he would put like a single drone over here, you know, just to make sure, or a ling or something, anything basically, just to have a vision of this whole situation. If he gets attacked from that side, because AlphaFirE is now, speaking of attacks, AlphaFirE is moving in towards that gold base, and he might need to actually go. Oh, Cerkof is, what is Cerkof trying to go for? A oh, this is pure Hydra Lurker Viper. Okay, no extra support. Oh, the ghosts are actually going down. That is really, really bad on the side of AlphaFirE. The ghosts were the backbone of his army. Now the planetary is under siege. This orbital command could be under siege. Oh, he's not actually lifting it. Okay, AlphaFirE is trying to pull himself together, but if Cerkof just burrows these lurkers, he's going to have a decent shot here. Goes for the base trade. Both players are actually committed to the base trade, I believe. The gold base is still intact on the side of Cerkof. Cerkof is going back with those Vipers. I'm not sure if that is what you want to do. Let's see. 20 something workers falling on both sides, so Cerkof losing 30. Let's see. Oh, he's going into the main base. That's going to get rid of a couple of hatcheries. And if those hatcheries fall, the production is going to fall as well on the side of Cerkof. Cerkof needs to remake a lot of hatcheries here. It's going to remake the Lurker Den. It's going to remake the Hydra Den. We have 21 Hydras and 20 Lurkers versus 11 Ghosts, 45 Marines, 11 Marauders. We also have 4 Liberators, which could be nice, but we only have a single tank, so that is going to make it a bit more difficult. Life is quite difficult on the side of AlphaFirE right now. He's losing Liberators. That is going to be quite painful. He's moving a couple across the map, like literally 2 very bruised Liberators. Cerkof is trying to do the best of his abilities to actually try and stay in this game. The Spire will fall. The Spire was never used, by the way, just so you know. Now we have another base over here. This base is still somewhat intact. We have a couple of Lurkers and Vipers, and by the looks of it, this is looking quite nice for Cerkof, I have to say. Worker wise, we have 13 on the side of AlphaFirE, but of course we have mules, and he saved a bit of his production, but that is not quite enough. We have another barracks falling. You have this command center. Oh no, this is gonna be Vietnam flashbacks for me, because this is what AlphaFirE did. He actually stayed in with a lot of his battle cruisers, and he had literally just battle cruisers, and he had a single command center. That's all he had, and that's how he beat me. He just couldn't take down that command center, so it's going to be quite a difficult task for Cerkof as well. He's going to try and potentially move down. Okay, never mind. First of all, he's going to get rid of this base. Beautiful. Stop Blinding Cloud is going to stop the planetary from damaging, and all the SCVs are going to fall. Single SCV on the side of AlphaFirE. He needs to be very, very careful. Oh no! Oh, if he loses that SCV, by the way, he cannot actually do anything. He cannot build, because although he has a command center, he needs to be very, very careful. Where's that SCV? That single SCV? That single SCV is over here, so it's safe. Now, he gets rid of Cerkof's gold base, which is going to be quite nice. Let's see if Cerkof will be able to actually deal with this. Now, obviously, this is not a lot of battle cruisers, so it's not going to be as mobile of an army as that one was, so it's going to be a bit more difficult for AlphaFirE to actually do anything about this. It's going to move in and going to try to get rid of these gases, you know, clean up some of those buildings in every single way. He has 2 Lurkers here just being burrowed. Oh, this is such an intense late game. Let's see if AlphaFirE has what it takes to clean it up. Okay, he's trying to split his army. Oh, and now AlphaFirE is moving into a couple of Lurker spines. Liberators are being snatched, and 3 Lurkers. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, let's see. Parasitic bomb? No, cannot actually do it. Oh, he drops the parasitic bomb. Oh, the parabomb, the parabomb, the parabomb. No! Oh my god! Everything just falls apart on the side of AlphaFirE. Oh, that was insane on the side of Cerkof. What a game so far. 22 minutes in. This is an epic late game, ladies and gentlemen. Lurker is potentially gonna move. Where's it gonna move? Oh, he could have taken down that SCV, by the way. So there's a lot of chaos here. The problem is, oh, AlphaFirE might be a bit faster than Cerkof is. We have 3 full energy Vipers. Oh, there was no EMP. Medevacs are falling, and if the Medevacs fall, it is going to be quite wild here. Oh, the last Medevac falls. Nowhere to run. He's gonna get cornered, and that means AlphaFirE will tap out. Cerkof will take it 2-0. Oh my goodness. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Despite being a 2-0, what a game. 100% worth the hype. 100%. I have to tell you, 100% worth the hype.